Welcome back, everybody. We are here to discuss a couple of questions today. The first question, we have a train crossing a platform in 45 seconds and a man standing on the platform in 9 seconds. Now, when it crosses the platform, it covers the length of the train plus the length of the platform. So the distance or the relative distance, in this case, it will be the distance as good as the distance because the platform is stationary. So the distance is t plus p. So the train is covering this distance t plus p, t being its own length and p being the platform's length. I've not indicated that, but I hope you can remember this. So it covers this distance in 45 seconds. And when it crosses a man, wherever, it doesn't matter whether it's standing on the platform or standing on the road or wherever he is, just covering a man. So it's basically covering its own length in 9 seconds. Now, what is the question looking for? So the speed of the train is given to us 80 kilometers per hour. And we're looking for the length of the train and the length of the platform. So let us work with this one first, because here we are covering only the length of the train. So this would be easy to simplify. So we have 9 seconds. So let us convert this to 80. Very bad number to deal with, but let's do that. No problem. So we have this many meter per second, right? I'm not converting this straight away because I can see this 9 and 18 will have a cancellation. So the distance, I'm sorry, this is speed. I forgot to mention that. So the distance will be simply speed into time. So we have 9 cross 80 cross 5 by 80 meters. So you get half and then 80 or rather 40 into 5. So that is 200 meters is the length of the train. So this is the length of the train. I've indicated with t. Let's use the same variable. Now in this case, similarly, so we have t plus p. This is the distance covered, 45 seconds, that is known to us, as well as the speed is same, 80 into 5 by 18 meter per second, right? So the t plus p would be rather 45 cross 80 cross 5 by 80. Same thing, 9 by 2. Just, cancel the 9, you're 5 by 2. Then 40 cross 5 is 200, 200 cross 5 is 1000. So this is 1000 meters. And since the length of the train is already known to us, so this is 200 plus the platform is 1000. So the platform should be 800 meter long. So pretty simple question, just using the basic idea that whenever one object is crossing another object, the distance that needs to be covered should be the sum of the lengths of the two objects. In case of crossing a man, insignificant distance. So that is simply the length of the train. So that's it for this problem. Let's look at the next one. Here we have a train taking 8 seconds to cross a platform and 20 seconds to cross a tunnel, which is 4 times as long as the train. So a relationship between the length of the tunnel and the length of the train has been given to us. The time taken to cross both the platform and the tunnel individually have been given to us. And we are looking for the ratio of length of the platform and that of the tunnel. So we have to assume in this question that the train is continuously moving in the same speed, although that is not mentioned out here, but otherwise the question doesn't make sense. So assuming that if the speed is constant, then the distance ratio should be as good as the time ratio. Distance and time should be directly proportional. So what I mean by that, in the first scenario, the train is covering its own length. Let me use L for the length of the train. So I'm just going to write this down. So L being the length of the train. P being the platform, that of the platform, and T. So that is why I used L, because I want to use T for the tunnel. So we have L for the length of the train. When it is crossing the platform, it's covering its own length plus the length of the platform. And it does cover this distance in 8 seconds. So that is the time. Now, in the second scenario, we have the train covering the tunnel. So this much distance, its own length plus the length of the tunnel, and does so in 20 seconds. So the distance ratio should be as good as the time ratio. So we have L plus P by L plus T. That is equal to 8 by 20. You can reduce it to 2 by 5. Now, what you can further do is you can substitute T by 4L or L by 4, T by 4. So that is the relationship, right? The length of the tunnel is 4 times the length of the train. So you can do that, substitute here. I would, if you're using this method, I would prefer or I would suggest you to do this, because the objective is to get a relationship between the platform and the tunnel's length. So that is a relationship between P and T. So rather eliminate L. So substitute L by T by 4 in both the cases, and then you can simplify. But this will be a little tedious to do. So instead of doing this, what you can do is just make a simple observation out here. I mean, even without that observation, it will work. It's just that this number is so easy to observe, it becomes easy in this case. So we have this relation T is equal to 4L, right? So if I assume the length of the train to be 1, then the length of the tunnel has to be 4. But coincidentally, 1 plus 4 is 5. If not so, you can make an adjustment in the ratio accordingly and then figure it out. But just think about this. I mean, if this is 1 plus 4, that is 5, then this numerator has to be exactly 2, right? So if I have assumed this to be 1, then in order to make this 2, I need to have the platform also of length 1. So essentially, the required ratio, that is the platform to the tunnel, comes out to be 1:4 being our answer. So pretty easy to solve in this way. Just for if you have a curiosity, so if I have something like L plus P by L plus T is equal to, let's say, 2 by 3, for example. So suppose I have something like this. So if I have 1 and 4, I'm not changing this relation, so let it be the same. So 1 and 4, this is 1. So just think about this. L plus P would be what? 2/3 into 5, that is 10 by 3, right? So that would be 10 by 3 or 3.33 something, or better leave this as 10 by 3. So if you have L plus P as 10 by 3, then P should be 7 by 3, right? You again get a relationship between P and T. So that really doesn't make any difference. In this case, since we have this denominator as 5 and 1 plus 4 is 5, so the calculation also becomes pretty easy to do. So that's it for this question. I hope you understood both of them. If you have any queries, please mention that in the comment section. See you in the next video. Thank you for joining. If you haven't yet checked the full playlist containing this video, then check the description for the direct link. Also, if you enjoyed this video and want to stay updated with our daily questions, tutorials, and problem-solving sessions, make sure to hit that subscribe button and the bell icon to never miss an update. In addition to our daily questions, we also offer comprehensive preparation for CAT and other management entrance tests. If you're looking to excel in these exams, we highly recommend checking out these courses in our website. To get a taste of what our courses have to offer, we invite you to take a free demo. The demo will give you a glimpse into the quality and effectiveness of our teaching methods, study materials, and practice resources. You can find the relevant links in the description of this video. Have a nice and successful preparation ahead. See you in the next one.